ever expect to find another love like you that can do all the things you do. Sweetheart, you are my medicine. You are the light that shines every day. Sweetheart, you are magnificent. You're the warm, soft touch of a light summer rain. How did you come to do all the things you do? And how should I get to fly so high when this world just wants to fight? 'Cause we're all just packed in tight. Sweetheart, you are my medicine. You are the light that shines every day. Sweetheart, you are magnificent. You're the warm, soft touch of a light summer rain. How could I make do if I should ever lose the love I have, the friend I found in you? Sweetheart, you are my medicine. You are the light that shines every day. Sweetheart, you are my medicine. You are the warm, soft touch of a light summer rain. I'm feeling mighty strange, and I can't believe something's really wrong with me. I just took the wrong way home, and now I can't tell if the streets I know so well are the same. I know that something changed while I was gone away. But it's even been like this for years. They say they'll think my mind is breaking down, and I might admit that they're right if it would fix this broken town. Maybe I'll just float away in the murky water, say goodbye to wealth and fame, my future wife and daughter, and I'll just float away, I'll just float away in the murky It's like my uncle said on Independence Day, life changes when you look away, and you don't want to miss the fireworks, a boom and flash, and then there'll be just ash in the wind. I told a friend that I can't sleep a wink at night, that I've lost all my appetite, that I can't seem to write a song. He laughed in my face and said that I should wait for some real help. Maybe I'll just float away in the murky water, say goodbye to wealth and fame, my future wife and daughter, and I'll just float away, I'll just float away. Maybe I'll just float away in the murky water, say goodbye to wealth and fame, my future wife and daughter, and I'll just float away, I'll just float away in the murky
Thank you.
You're gonna miss me. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Yeah, you will. You're gonna wish we still had it going on. You're gonna miss me, you're gonna miss me, you're gonna miss kissing me, you're gonna be pissed when I leave and I'm gone. And you vexed. You're gonna wonder where I'm at. Yeah. But you ain't gonna find me. Ain't gonna find me anywhere. You're gonna miss me, you're gonna miss me, you're gonna miss kissing me, you're gonna be pissed when I leave and I'm gone. And you vexed. gonna miss me. And you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Yeah. And you're gonna wish we still had it going on. And you're gonna miss me, you're gonna miss me, you're gonna miss kiss me, you're gonna be pissed when I leave and I'm gone. And you're vexed. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Live music is back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Straight from 12th grade into junior college, buddy, passed my exam, making me a law enforcement person, got me a gun and a badge, I'm a man. Radar gun, now 43 from where I was sitting, 30 miles an hour, that's the law of our land. Please remove your license, find your registration. What is the name of your insurance man? Radar gun, making money and I'm having fun with my radar gun, with my brand new radar gun. You know our Sheriff William Buckberger, he says our mayor's got a master plan. New pulse gun means the cost of living, and one of them stoplights down on Grand. Radar gun, making money and I'm having fun with my radar gun, with my brand new radar gun. Schedule 19 on a special election, got our money problem right in hand, dropping them limits like a hot potato, 50 down to 30, oh man, radar gun, making money and I'm having fun with my radar gun, with my brand new radar gun, brand new shiny Simmons radar gun. Me and my partner go patrol car cruising on the parking lots at the shopping malls, scanning those dashes and mirrors and visors, the little detectors that ruin it all. Johnny got one on the 86 T-Bird, pull up slow just as close as I can, milliwatt seconds on maximum output. We dust that puppy with the one small blast of my radar gun, making money and I'm having fun with my radar gun, with my brand new radar gun now. All right.
He's God. God don't never change. He's God. Always will be God. God in the middle of the ocean. God in the deep blue sea. Time of the great creator, you know, surely been God to me. He's God. God don't never change. He's God. Always will be God. God in creation. God when Adam fell. God way up in heaven too. God even down in hell. He's God. God don't never change. Yeah, God. Always will be God. Well, he spoke unto the mountain. Said how great I am. I want you to get up in the morning, children, and shift around like lamb. It's God. God don't never change. God always will be God. he surely was a friend to you. He's God. God don't ever change. Oh, God always will be God. God in the pulpit. God out on the floor. God in the amen corner. You hear him knocking on your door. He's God. God don't never change. Oh, God always will be God. You know that he always will be God. God don't never change. Always will be God. God don't never change. Oh, God is just gonna stay God. God, God don't never change. Don't change. I hear the train a-coming. This train don't pull no gamblers now. This train don't pull no gamblers. This train don't pull no gamblers, no high flyers, no midnight ramblers. This train is bound for glory now. This train bound for glory. Said this train is bound for glory now. This train is bound for glory. It don't carry nothing but the righteous and the holy. This train bound for glory now. This train built for speed. This train built for speed. This train is built for speed, faster than any train that you ever seen. This train built for speed. This train is a clean train. This train is a clean train, y'all. This train is a clean train. Everybody riding in the heaven's name now. This train's clean. This train don't left the station now. This train left the station now. This train don't left the station. No, it carries people now from every nation. This train, the clean train. This train, I don't care if you're black or white on this train. Don't care if you black or white on this train. Don't care if black or white or brown or red or yellow or green, atheist, agnostic, in between, a Mexican, you're Muslim, Hindu, you're Christian, might be Jewish, Native American, undecided, LGBTQ, RSTU, or V. Everybody treated like a human being on this train. Bound for glory now, this train. This train, bound for glory now, this train. This train, bound for glory now, this train. This train, bound for glory. Don't carry nothing but the righteous and the holy. This train, bound for glory now, this train. I said this train, bound for glory now, this train. This train, bound for glory now, this train. This train, this train. Yeah. And that's the truth.
Thank you.
Different city. When it rains, it trickles down from the filthy sky. She can see the panic in the driver's eyes. Get me out of here. The elevator feels like a secret room. Everybody knows. She talks the keys and waits and thinks. Let me out of here. She says sometimes tequila tastes like gasoline. The words catch in her mouth. Then he takes a cube of ice and begins to slide. His spine feels like a snake that's being pacified. She's melting in his hands as he starts to breathe. Fills her up like a memory. Take me down to the place where the monsters play. I'll give in everything, everything all that way. He says women always talk about love too soon. Lights up a smoke and he leaves her room. She's feeling for a lipstick in a makeup case, and she's walking down the stairs trying to remember his face. Take me down to the place where the monsters play. I'll give in you so much. We'll be back soon.
We're gonna make you work right off the bat.
Good evening, y'all. We are A Tale of Two, and you are watching the extended play sessions. Running scared, got a cross to bear, praying for relief. Southbound of a hollow ground, hiding from the heat. They say shot a man for 100 grand, but he swears you best believe. You say the devil did the deed, not me. The devil did the deed, not me. So you know how the story goes, how we claimed this fly. Soul to soul down in Old Dirt Road, lay one moonlit night. He met a girl, promised his whole world, said he'd give her anything. When the devil heard him sing, she played him like a king. Oh, 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 let me go, devil won't set me free. Oh, let me go, devil got a hold on me. Whoa. devil's game when she wants a little fun. A pound to play for a rainy day when the demon's work is done. For every crime he'll do his time, but this is only plea. You say the devil did the deed, not me. The devil did the deed, not me. Oh, she keep on taunting me. The devil did the deed, not me. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is so exciting to look out and see brand new faces tonight. Thanks, y'all, for coming out. This is really exciting. Y'all probably figured out I'm not from here. So anytime anyone comes to see me where, you know, it's not like my family, I'm like, thank you. This is so exciting. So, but this gentleman is from the area, so Aaron, maybe you want to say a few words.
Home. I'm home.
You don't talk like that.
I'm not as much of a Yankee as I used to be, though.
He says that, but he really sticks out. He really sticks out.
Y'all, we are a tale of two. This is Miss Stephanie Adlington here.
Thank you.
Born and raised in West Virginia.
West Virginia.
As everybody in Nashville is, we are not from Nashville originally.
Nobody's from Nashville.
It's the new LA. And my name is Aaron Lessard. I am from a small little town called Westport, Massachusetts. I just had me some good Fall River Portuguese food before I got on the road today. I had some good cassoulet. I got a Portuguese grandmother next door, the vovó, and she made the cassoulet. And she has 9 Pomeranians in her yard, so yeah. So I'm happy to be home.
Yeah. I have never been to New England before. This is my second time, and because of this gentleman here, he brought me up. And y'all are great, so thanks for having us here tonight. So we like to talk a lot in between our songs. Y'all all right with that? Do y'all want to hear some stories? Because we'll start talking, and you'll be like, "Do you ever sing?" So we do sing. So this next song is one I wrote. We wrote. I had the idea for a long time in my cell phone, and I said, I have an idea for this song, and I said, it reminds me of you.
That's great.
Because it's called
You Ain't Nothing But a Fool.
Last time's coming round again. Lord, he's on another bench. Listen how this rooster crows at dawn. Another empty promise coming on. I've been on this train 1,000 times, charmed by many a loving lie, thick like sweet molasses on the tongue. But honey child, the rambling days are done. You say you will, but you won't. Say you do, but you don't. And I cannot do this no more. You ain't nothing but a fool. Nothing but a fool.
Thanks.
watch this slowly setting sun fade into a shade of misty gray. But it's time to give you up and walk away. You say you will, but you won't. Say you do, but you don't. And I cannot do this no more. You ain't nothing but a fool. Nothing but a fool. And when I turn and walk away, I'm sure you'll think of what to say. But I'll be long, long, long gone. 'Cause you ain't nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing. Nothing but a fool. Thank you. So, oh, you wanted to say something.
I was just going to say, you're so good to me.
I am good to you. I'm here, aren't I? Good Lord. I'm a long way from home. But y'all do have good food. I'll give you that, man.
Oh, yeah. See, we avoided all the tourist traps.
Yeah, you knew where to go.
Oh, yeah. We had some good fish and chips. We had a good cup of chowder.
Yep.
Some stuffed
See,
quahogs.
we, a lot of people, when they go tour and they might make money and take it home, we go tour so we can eat. And
She's a
then we
bad
go
influence.
Yeah, so a lot of people have asked, you know, what's our music like? And I don't know, we've come up with this kind of southern front porch lullaby type thing.
See, the problem is we like too much music.
We do.
We can't consolidate.
It's hard when you have all these influences, and then what do you want to do? But this next song, I know for me personally, anybody else like completely disenchanted with the era that you live in? You know what I mean? For me, if I could pick a time, and I know I'm romanticizing it, so before anyone says, yes, but I would go back to the 1920s. I'd be singing in speakeasies every night. I'd have some weirdo gangster boyfriend, and I'd probably end up, like, dead in a gutter. Like, I think that would be, like, a cool existence. Where would you want to be?
Not there. Not there.
It would be a little more exciting than my life today. But so this next song, the one thing that drew us together when we first met, we love a lot of history. We love a lot of kind of cultural things, older cultural things, music and film and fashion and everything else. And I read a book about a biography, and you know, it left me with this idea of like, what is a legend? What is a myth? Like, you know, when we hear about people or things, but we weren't there, so all we have is the story that's in front of us. And so I started asking a lot of questions of, well, gosh, these people, like, were they what we know about them? Were they really that? What was their intention? So we kind of wrote this song about that, and if y'all kind of figure out who it is, feel free to holler it out. Growed up in the gutter of the West Texas slums. Two hearts blazed and couldn't be caged, so they lived life on the run. Times was hard everywhere, not much left to choose, but steal a car and drive it far and fast like lovers do. Was it just a joyride to have a little fun till things got out of hand? Then nothing could be done. Was it cruel intention? Was it suicide? A true romance turned deadly dance for two kids' names.
All right.
Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. By the law since she was small, Clyde never had a chance. Bonnie fancied Hollywood, be damned to circumstance. They crossed state lines 100 times, a myth they were to some, until the day the gamble made them murder with a gun. Were they cold-blooded killers, evil at a glance, so depression era saints fighting for a chance? Were they afraid for choices made? Were they flying high? Enjoy the show, these outlaws know they'll never be taken alive. That they seeked? Was redemption out of reach? Could they not afford to ask the Lord to deliver what he preached? How can one survive or ever turn the tide when the devil bets with no regrets and angels cease to fly? Fateful day in May of 1934, the laws had laid an ambush as they drove that stolen Ford. A hail of bullets screamed, no mercy for their sins. It was death for Bonnie and Clyde, together till the end. They were vilified and glamorized like none we'd ever seen. Two bad seeds fulfilling a need to live the American dream. Gone but not forgotten, their story still survives. Their fates align, their souls entwined forever. That's Bonnie and Clyde.
Sorry, I had to get one more hit in there.
You had to get one more bullet in, didn't you? You just couldn't stop. Just couldn't stop.
Sorry.
What do y'all think? Were they outlaws? Were they kids? Normally people say, hang 'em, hang 'em. I don't know. We'll never know. But we know their names. We write songs about them.
That's an unreleased song of ours, actually.
It is, yeah. Y'all like it? We're thinking about what we want to record next. Do you like that song? Might be one of the next ones. Thank you. All right. So y'all up here in New England, what's about as hot as it ever gets? Wow. Okay. First day of good weather. Well, I'm glad I'm here for it. That was good. You know, down south we get some pretty hot days, and I don't know who all's been down south before. Who all's kind of experienced?
Oh, good.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things about a summer afternoon is, you know, it gets all of a sudden, maybe about 3 p.m., 4 p.m., all of a sudden it gets like really, really hot, like oppressively hot. And you're sitting there and all of a sudden it's like this humidity just like squeezes you and you're like, oh, it's just feeling like this. And you look in the sky and it's like pitch black. And then all of a sudden we have this huge thunderstorm and it lasts about 10 minutes and the wind's whipping and everything's crazy and it's big drama because everything in the South is drama. So it's drama, 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 drama. And then it's like over. And then the steam rises from the pavement and everything's cooled off. And then we go on with the day. And that's one thing I love about summertime in the South, because you're just not expecting it to happen, and it does, and it's awesome. And I was sitting on my balcony one day, and there's this big tree in front, and one of those storms happened, and the tree was just dancing back and forth, and I thought, I want to write a song about that. So this next song is called Willow Sway. So I hope when you hear it, you feel like it's 100 degrees and the sweat's dripping down your back, and it's just a little sexy.
You make the South sound so much more sultry and serenading.
We're drama. We're drama.
Meanwhile, we're just up here going, it's so hot out here, dude.
Will a tree bend for me as the humid sky turns gray? Caressing breeze, hear the thunder breathe and dance, my willow sway. I was alone and chilled to the bone as the lightning flashed the sky. My body moans to feel you coming home to dance, my willow sway. This honeysuckle sweet, oh, she's caged and incomplete, and I don't know what to do, lying here without you. You should know how I need you so. Feel me trembling inside. It may be wrong, but I'll be aching all night long to dance, my willow sway. Now the sun in the sky is high as the storm rolls right on by. And I don't know what to do here without you. Willow tree, remember me, for I burn and blow away. Your rising steam will haunt my ever-waking dreams. So dance, my willow sway. Dance, my willow sway. Thank you very much. Do y'all feel a little heat? A little heat? Hot. It's hot in here. I'm so glad. That makes me happy. That was the whole point of that song. You want to talk? I want a drink of water. You talk.
Oh, all right. This is my favorite song because I get to.
You know why?
Why?
Because you get to sing it.
Oh, no, it's because I get to play the guitar. We've written a good amount of music together, and the writing process is obviously different for everybody, but everybody has that experience finally when you write a song that just comes to you real quick, and usually, hopefully, those are the good ones. And this was a song, we found a really cool old Prohibition slang terminology called Chicago Lightning. And I said, what is that? That is so cool. And it was a terminology for gunfire between cops and Capones. So I said, we're going to write a whole song about Chicago
First of all,
Lightning.
just that it was about cops and Capones. I mean, that had me right there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So we threw a bunch of slang in there. We'll hope that it's still prevalent.
As an exercise, what I've learned in today's society is we have lost some really cool vocabulary, right? So this song brought a lot of that out. So when we're done, we will discuss. And I hope you will all leave using some newfound words.
See, the problem
long
is
ago.
Stephanie is also a professor at Belmont, so you're too used to saying we'll discuss after.
We will discuss. It will be on the midterm.
Oh my God.
But I won't grade. Oh, did I just say that? I'm sorry.
Hold up, everyone. We're almost there.
So we have another member of our band.
Thanks, y'all.
What we like about our third member here is it doesn't eat.
It's free labor.
It can be thrown in the trunk and it doesn't complain.
Drummers are always the moodiest anyway.
They really are.
And of
They-
course, the suitcase wants to be moody right now.
Yeah, well, see, there you go. All right.
Oh, finally acting up. Chicago lightning, sinners back in town. I ain't no prohibition man, so pass the hooch around. Oh, Chicago lightning, trouble on its way. I best put down that second round before the feds blow me away. No, 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 Lord can't save my soul. Down me a river and bathtub gin, merrily I'll go. No, 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 the big house I'll be gone. Old Booze Town, howling at the moon till the early break of dawn. Oh, Chicago lightning, top shelf ossified. The flappers dance and the dandies rants when the gin joint comes alive. Oh, Chicago lightning, haunted wet or dry. Teetotaler preach, copper sneak, let the right gut keep me high. No, 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 Lord can't save my soul. Down me a river and bathtub gin, merrily I'll go. No, 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 the big house I'll become. Old Booze Hound, howling at the moon till the early break of dawn. Chicago lightning, sheepers I adore. The clock strike one till the blind pig died, loving me till the morn. Oh, Chicago lightning, skid row I go. I need no prayer, the buck stop here. Devil moon take me home. Devil moon take me home. Devil moon take me home. No, 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 Lord can't save my soul. Till I die, I bide my time, let the moon shine low. No, 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 to my grave below. Lightning come, my day is done. Devil moon take me home. Devil moon take me home. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think my favorite word, well, I have a lot of them, it's blind pig. How cool is that? I'm going to go on down to the blind pig. That's so much cooler than, like, the bar. I mean, I'm going to go to the blind pig. And, yeah, what's yours?
Rot gut.
Rot gut.
Nasty.
And Sheba. I wouldn't mind be called a Sheba.
I think it's derogatory, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's, at least it's pretty. I don't know.
Lovely. Y'all, wow, I just said y'all. I've been in Nashville too long. Oh my God.
Well, tell them what you do now. What's your new thing?
Yeah, my language is getting totally mixed up now. My R's are back. Saying they're back. Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah. And what was I just saying?
I don't know. I never know what you're saying.
Oh my God. The worst thing is in the South, like the real people in the country, they say the in front of everything. So like I went down to the Kroger, the Waffle House, and I finally accidentally said the Instagram, and I was done. I was like, that's That's
I
ridiculous.
said, we don't say the Instagram.
We don't do that,
We
yeah.
don't say that one.
That was, yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but
Bless your heart
bless your heart.
means
Bless your heart has a double meaning. Y'all, we have a lot of hidden sarcasm in
the
the South.
Southerners are very subtle, yeah.
So when
Yeah.
we say, if it's like, oh, bless your heart, that's a good one. If it's like, bless your heart, it's like, nope, nope, nope.
I'll tell you my favorite moment in Nashville was when I first moved to town and I was at Target and this woman was doing the self-checkout and she's doing it, she's getting frustrated. She goes, oh, my stars, and just walks away. Oh, my stars. I loved it. I'm like, all right.
We're very polite. We all have grandmas that would not let us say anything else, including mine. All right, so living in different eras, who hates sending texts and emails? Hate them. We have to, right? It's like part of what we do. And have you ever gotten a text and read it wrong and it causes a complete argument? You know what I mean? So we thought, wow, remember back in the day when someone would actually take pen to paper and write a letter? And then they would actually know your address. And they'd put a stamp on it and actually go to the post office and mail it. And then you'd have to wait like however long. And then you'd open it up and you'd read it. And then you could actually take time to think about it before you responded. And then you would do the same thing. And there's something so lovely about someone actually sitting down and writing their thoughts on a piece of paper and mailing it to you. And I thought, wow, we don't do that anymore. And so we wrote a song. We wrote a song about that.
Great segue. Good for you.
And it's actually called The Letter. Take me in your hand again. Lead me back where we begin. I can feel you. I will love you. Hear these words I say. I will miss you till I'm with you once again someday. Dancing through a cursive band, touching with a velvet pen, till I'm at your door, till I say I'm yours.
Thank you. So you guys have been so awesome already tonight. We were thinking about it this week. And we were thinking about all week. We were trying to wrap up a song that we've been working on. And we thought, man, are we ready to do this? Are we ready to do this? But you guys have been so awesome. I think we're going to debut it right now.
And, it's interesting. As you can probably tell from our set so far, we don't write a lot of love songs. I think The Letter was the first one. And so we had this idea, and it was more of a love song, but I thought, God, I think that's why it was so hard to write. Murder ballads are so much more fun. Love songs are a lot more difficult. And so it took a minute, but I don't know, you're the first audience to hear it, so you can tell us if we just need to put that under the rug or if we need to continue on. So
we're among friends.
Yeah, we are among friends.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Neath the starlight, the moon burning bright, I held you close next to me as the band played a soft serenade, spinning around in a dream. Glows as I look in your eyes, lost to the beat of our hearts. We flow like a moment in time, drifting away in the dark. Sings the melody, calling me back to you. But I'll see you soon by the light of the moon. Come the sunrise, high in the pines, memories shimmer with dew as the band fades and I slowly age, longing to be next to you. On the eve where spirits run free, we journey to our special place. Lovingly you shine next to me, and I can see your beautiful face. Sings the melody, calling me back to you. But I'll see you soon by the light of the moon.
I'll see you soon by the light of the moon. You and I dancing in time by the light of the moon. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good job, girl.
Yeah, thanks.
I always
You
wanted to
too.
do that.
Well, now you have. Your dream has
I
been
was trying to
met.
find an excuse to do that. Come on.
All right. Y'all, we're going to take a short break, and we'd love to talk to you, so please don't go away. And we're going to come back, and we're going to do all this again, so please don't go away. Thank you.
time you walk in the room, feeling like I do when I'm holding on to you. Yet I got this notion you move like the ocean. I got you loving, oh, you gotta tell me where to fall, my baby. Open up your arms and let me in. Let me begin to show you where my loving is. for Justin Bissett on the drums here, everyone. Yo, yeah. He's letting them have it. Thank you all very much.
Well, throw me in the water. Like this.
Try. I just wish you'd
to find. Gotta find my soul, honey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on and lift me up. I need to take it higher. Ah, baby, now. Oh, don't make me cry. Well, I need your love. Ain't no doubt about it. I gotta have you now. I wanna shout about it. Woo! Oh, baby, yeah. Just throw me in the water, honey. Oh, baby. I can't be satisfied. No, no, no. Throw me in the water. Hey, baby, my soul I have to
I'd cut through 100 miles of bedrock to get back home to you. I've been running around like a circus clown, don't see much else to do, but I think I'm gonna find you. Wanna travel around this great big world with you. Peach trees in Georgia, grapevines in Rome. Caught a big sea bass from the back of a boat, ran a marathon of hope. But I wish you were here with me. Wanna travel around this great big world with you. And oh my love, it's been so long since I shared a single moment with you. My hopes and dreams will be realized when I cross that great divide to you. When I open my eyes each morning, see the sun in the sky so blue. Take a walk through the park when it gets dark, think I'm walking along with you. And I'm praying that I'll find you. Wanna travel around this great big world with you. And oh my love, it's been so long since I shared a single moment with you. Though I live on and the day grows long till I cross that great divide to you. I'd do 100 miles of bedrock, spend another day with you, to say the things I never said I always wanted to, just to cry and laugh together. Wanna travel around this great big world with you, just to share our lives together. I'm traveling around this great big world with you, just to cry and laugh together. And I'm traveling around this great big world. The Great Divide. Thank you so much.
just fantastic. That is really what I think. Oh, by the way, which one's pink? And did we tell you the name of the game, boy? We call it Rapid Gravy Train.
Welcome back. Thank you. We are A Tale of Two, and you are watching the extended play sessions. So, do we have any Tom Waits fans in the house?
Oh, yeah.
That man is one of my absolute favorite people on this planet. If, you know, when people say, if you could meet anyone, who would it be? It would be Tom Waits for me. Who would it be for you, besides me?
Tom Brady. Come on. Not anymore. No, not anymore. He's dead to me now. He's dead to me.
Wow. You just wasted yours. That's man. Anyway, Tom Waits. He is one fine storyteller, and we yes, so many songs that I want to cover of his. But we took this one, of course, in classic Tom fashion. It was like 9 verses, but we condensed it because I didn't want y'all to be here till like tomorrow. So this is our version of one of his tunes. I hope you like it. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana, ain't never coming home. Fallen James in the Tahoe mud, stick around to tell us all a tale. Well, he fell in love with a Gun Street girl. Now he's dancing in the Birmingham jail. Dancing in the Birmingham jail. Took $100 off a slaughterhouse Joe, bought a brand new Michigan 20 gauge. He got all liquored up on that roadhouse corn, blew a hole in the hood of a yellow Corvette, a hole in the hood of a yellow Corvette. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana, ain't never coming home. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana, ain't never coming home. He's sitting in a sycamore in St. John's Wood, soaking day-old bread in kerosene. He was blue as a robin's egg and brown as a hawk, staying out of circulation till the dogs get tired. Out of circulation till the dogs get tired. Now there ain't like gravel on an old tin roof, the Burlington Northern pulling out of the world, with a handful of bourbon and a dream in the straw. And a Gun Street girl was the cause of it all. A Gun Street girl was the cause of it all. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana, ain't never coming home. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana, ain't never coming home. banging on a table with an old tin cup. Sing, I'll never kiss a gun street girl again. Never kiss a gun street girl again. I'll never kiss a gun street girl again. Never kiss a gun street girl again. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana. He ain't never coming home. I said, John, he's long gone, gone to Indiana. Ain't never coming home. Coming home. Ain't coming home. Gone to Indiana, ain't never coming home. Mr. Tom Waits. So true story, y'all. So in the recording, when it says banging on a table with an old tin cup, you know, you hear a banging. And I said, I really want to add that because I don't really play an instrument, and that would be really cool to actually get to do something. My my participation in the instrument department. So we went to a vintage store, and I bought a tin cup, and it had one of those organ pegs. You know what I mean? That like had the pedal thing on it and the peg, and so when we would do it, banging on a table with an old tin cup, and I'd hit it, and it was really cool, and it was my moment. Well, we were in we were in Asheville.
It was your moment.
North Carolina, and I was banging on the tin cup.
With an old tin cup.
And wouldn't you know, that organ peg broke and flew out into the audience.
It looked like an 80s. It looked like a 1980s hair band concert for me. It was like.
And luckily, I had friends like sitting right where you are, and it went in their direction. So I was like, at least it was people I knew. So I don't bang the tin cup anymore because that was a little dangerous. So anyway.
What are you talking about?
No, we don't want to have that type of participation in our shows, I don't think. You know, putting out somebody's eye and things.
The girl at the antique store thought you were a real weirdo, too. Yeah, I'm looking for something to hit a tin cup with. Now, yeah?
I bought it.
They said, you're not from California moving over here. You're not one of them.
No, ma'am.
You said, I'm authentic. I'm looking for something to hit my husband over the head with. Oh, boy.
All right. Right, so this next song, which is on our EP, which a couple of you bought during the break, thank you for that. Another influence that we both have, believe it or not, in all of our craziness, is a lot of French film, a lot of French music. Edith Piaf. Yes. Juliette Binoche, my favorite actress of all time. We watch a lot of those, and so we were feeling a little, I guess, French one night, and you.
My last name is Lessard.
But in the South,
Mr. Lessard.
they call him Lessard. Aaron Lessard?
Come on.
Lessard? Yeah, they
Come
call
on,
him that, and he really does not like it. Lessard.
I want to take some Nashville, like authentic Nashville folks up here, and I want them to try and pronounce all little towns in Massachusetts. What's this Worcester thing? Good luck.
Well, all right, you work on that one.
Haverhill.
You work on that. So anyway, this next song is our French take, I guess you could say. A little different.
He's not the one for you, holding you like a prisoner. I give my heart to you, but words can't get through a picture. He'll take your smile and run, hiding it from the altar. I'd bring it back
patiently shattered, waiting forever after. Wanting to know your name, wishing you're here beside me. Memories I could erase if only your heart would find me. Loving you frame by frame, moments to capture, painfully scattered. Loving you more each day, patiently shattered, waiting forever after. Dreaming of you, dreaming of you forever after. I'm needing you close, needing you more. I'll be forever yours. Loving you frame by frame, moments to capture, painfully scattered. Loving you more each day, patiently shattered, waiting forever after.
Thank you.
Frenchness is done.
All done. We're going back down south now. Bye-bye. We had a nice Côte d'Aron, and we're going for a bottle of bourbon next.
Yes.
We're mixing, y'all.
We're mixing. Oh, boy. There we go. So I always like to ask this question. Depends on where you are and the response you get. Anyone in the room from West Virginia? No. You either are or you are not. And when you are, you're best friends for life. When you're not, it's like, yeah, we're good. So I grew up in a tiny little town in West Virginia called Grafton. And Grafton's quite interesting. It is the home of Mother's Day.
Yes.
Miss Anna Jarvis started Mother's Day. I went to Anna Jarvis Elementary. I did. And we're a big Civil War town because we were literally kind of right there. So I was born in Philippi, which is an even smaller town. And there's a sign in the Anna Jarvis house, and it was a town hall meeting. And if you were in Philippi, you were considered a Confederate. And if you were in Grafton, you were considered a Yankee. I mean, it was right there. So everything, we have the longest running Memorial Day parade in the nation. I think we just passed 100 and I think this is going to be the 53rd.
Congratulations.
It's a big deal.
I'm not.
Don't. It is a big deal. So if y'all veterans out there, every year you would march in your little white outfits and you'd take flowers, and at the end you'd go to the National Cemetery and you'd place a flower. We have Civil War, World War I, World War II, everything. It's all there. So it's a big deal. So my hometown, it's kind of cool. And so this song, I thought I would honor, West Virginia. But of course, in my fashion, I had to honor it in my way. So we have some people in my family, artisans that make things in the woods with water and copper and fire. And it tastes really freaking good. And I don't know why people want to stop that. I mean, come on. It's what's the harm? What's the harm being there? Family recipes passed down generations. So I wrote a song about that. And every time I sing it, I think, wow, my life is really freaking boring. So I sing this in honor of all the great people out there that kept us drinking when we needed it. And y'all, if you ever buy this stuff in the store, don't buy it. It's not real.
It's no good.
It's no good. You need to know someone who knows someone. Midnight, the sky black as coal, and shadowy rolls down the hollow. A cigarette in one hand on the wheel. He's steady as steel. This man is unreal, driving back roads. He's the devil in flight, hauling 100 gallons in the cover at night to the juke joint. In the shanty cross town, the speakeasy underground. His addiction feeds till the dawn of the sun. At lightning speed, the revenues run like a fool. They'll try to catch him tomorrow. He drives a souped-up Ford with a flathead V8 across the county line. He don't hesitate, he can't lose. It's the bootlegger's blues. Danger shines in his eyes. Money is just his bid on the side. He's tall, dark, and handsome, and kills with a grin. Looks hotter than sin as he trips it again down the mountain. Cruising 105, but up ahead he sees the law is standing by. Change direction with a 180 turn. Lock it in, spin, and let the tires burn. His addiction feeds till the dawn of the sun. At lightning speed, the revenuers run like a fool. They'll try again tomorrow. He drives a souped-up Ford with a flathead V8. He's the reckless guy. He don't hesitate. He can't lose. It's the bootlegger's blues. He's hell-raising history. Ooh, the legend of his time. Sun and lightning speed, the revenues run like a fool. You know they'll try again tomorrow. He drives a supercharger, Ford down the bright American outlaw. He won't go down without a fight. Reviews is the bootlegger's blues. Oh no, he won't lose. Here's the bootlegger's blues. Thank you. You know, I blame West Virginia too. We have a lot of folklore in the area, a lot of storytelling, a lot of front porch storytelling. You know, it's kind of what you do in the evenings. We have a lot of books. There's two really, really cool books. One's called Coffin Hollow. One is called The Telltale Lilac Bush, and they're both written by Miss Ruth Ann Muzak. And she was a professor at Fairmont State, and she went around and collected a lot of folklore from the area, a lot of ghost stories and a lot of things, and it's just really, really neat. When we were in Anna Jarvis, at Halloween, whoever had those books was like the cool kid, because you'd want to go to the library and check them out. But so I kind of blame West Virginia for making me write the songs that I write because they're all kind of dark ballads. What's your excuse?
You're a bad influence on me.
Oh, yeah.
I said it earlier. Between the good food and the money spent on tour and
The bourbon?
and the bourbon and that clear liquid we won't talk about.
No.
You want to hear a cover? You'll know it. We'll leave it at that.
The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, you never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, make me dream of you. And I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do.
I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you.
I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you.
No,
I don't wanna fall in love.
no,
I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. No, nobody loves no one.
So, thank you. Somebody in the crowd may have noticed we changed the song up a little bit. I'm a big Sting fan, and Wicked Game, the whole song is 3 chords. And I said, well, I don't want to just play 3 chords because, you know, I have to make
Because
everything
guitar
complicated.
players like to
And
play
I was
a lot
listening
of
to one. I
notes.
was listening one day, and I went like, and I was like, wait a second. There we go. I was like, come on, now we have a medley.
The mashup.
Our mashup, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
That's the geeky side of
That's
the
the guitar
musician's
geek
world.
coming in.
Yeah. All right.
You want to talk about this next one?
This is the hard one. So our debut record came out in September. It was actually done in the Christmas of 2020.
But you know, that year, that was a gem.
And so this record was just sitting and sitting and sitting. And we actually had all the songs by April of 2020 ready for our EP. We cut down 9 songs to 6. And then COVID initially came through everywhere. And we decided we're going to wait to record. And we decided to write a little bit more, see if something could make the cut and bump something out of the top 6. And we felt like this song did that. So it was kind of a blessing to have this song, at least during a bad time. So
That's a good positive way to look at it.
all right.
Are you in tune? All right.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Don't give me a hard time. You can take an Uber home. Find your way. Bye-bye.
Would you all let me take an Uber home? Would someone take me?
We're
Someone will
staying
take
very
me.
far away. You'll drop her off after the next exit. Oh, God.
Yeah, that really sounds in tune. Sounds like you're ready to go. All right.
I've never met a bigger ball buster. Ooh. This song is called Blood or Wine. I think you choose both.
Yeah, why not?
Got me a woman, good Southern belle. Don't let her play, or she'll hurt you like hell. Young Appalachian, born for the run. When the moon is shining and her hands on her.
Slick as a whistle, hot off a train. He's a dead man walking, but he never complains. Loves like a sinner, smiles like a saint. Talks sweet like whiskey, but bitter to the taste. Wind and fire, dancing higher. Strike a match and burn. Come hell or high water, come rain or shine, we'll be rags or riches, dead or alive. Thick as thieves, straight off the vine, we'll be bound together, blood or wine. We'll be bound together, blood or wine. Heavy hand days,
Stacking the deck, I'm a cold-hearted joker when I call your bed.
a cunning distraction, a wink of an eye. The law of attraction leaves me an alibi. Hail the wind and fire, dancing higher. Strike a match and burn.
riches, dead or alive. Thick as thieves, straight off the vine, will be bound together, blood or wine. Will be bound together, blood or wine. Come hell or high water, come rain or shine. Rags or riches, dead or alive. Thick as thieves, straight off the vine, will be bound together, blood or wine. Will be bound together, blood or wine. Will be bound together, blood or wine. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Aaron says that's the hard song, because as you can see, he's kind of pulling triple duty here. So by the time we get to this song in the set, he needs a nap. So how's that workout going?
Oh, it's good. I needed to work off the Portuguese food earlier. I'm dying.
Very true.
Yes, ma'am.
You all have been so wonderful to come out and see us tonight. Thank you for giving us your time. I know you don't know who the heck we are, and that I appreciate that, because you gave us a chance, and I hope that it was worth it. I hope we were worth your Friday evening. We generally end with this song, but we're gonna do just a couple more tonight. But I just want to say how wonderful this room is, and how wonderful you all. How great it is that y'all get to come here and see live music in this fabulous room. So, Bill and Mary Beth, thank you for having us and for having this gem of a room. I mean, this is fabulous. So, thank you for doing this and for supporting live music, and for you all for supporting live music.
Yes.
Because I didn't know if we were going to come back or not. You know, so I'm glad we're here. Not us, but no, live music. I was worried.
Oh.
Now you finally take me literally, like of all the times you have to pick that one. Wow. No, but I was really worried, and you know, so many independent venues were disappearing, but we're here, we're back, and so very, very proud to be here. So thank you for coming out tonight to support us. Thank you. We will.
Oh, we will. Yes.
So this was another song. I just had a chorus too, and never did anything with it, and we got together and decided to work on this. So hope you enjoy it. Twilight is slowly fading, moonlight is softly gazing down. Hush away all the aching, silence the soul that's breaking down. Stay with me, won't you stay with me? Lay your burdens down for the day. Stay with me, oh, you stay with me, and be mine till morning light. Oh, you stay with me tonight. Looming shadows linger on, growing fears upon the dawn. As a misty morning breaks, here with you I will be safe. Stay with me, oh, you stay with me. Lay your burdens down for the day. Stay with me, oh, you stay with me, and be mine till morning light. Oh, you stay with me tonight. Won't you stay with me? Thank you.
That's what they call the avant-garde ending.
It is. It is. It's like, are they done? I don't know. Should I? Well, okay.
Oh, boy.
Well, when we originally wrote it, it had closure. And then I thought, but it's a question. Will you? So if you end it with closure, then I'm not really true to the song, you know? So that's how I see it. Very artsy.
We ain't writing no pop music.
I ain't no pop singer. I don't write no pop song.
No bro country for you?
That was John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh. Yeah, that one went over my head.
And sometimes I wonder how we're friends. I don't know. Anyway,
Hey.
what would you like to say? I've said my thank yous.
I think you did a pretty good job. It feels great to be home. Thanks for coming out. Nashville is missing a place like this with authenticity and a loyal group of people that come out and support local music, and it's starting to go away there, and we appreciate the fact that it's existing in other places that we love coming to and supporting and being a part of, and we're just grateful to be here. And
Yeah. Really, we really are.
this is one of the coolest venues. One of the coolest venues we've ever played in.
And
Awesome.
everyone here has treated us so well. Thanks to the staff, the sound, y'all. I mean, you've been fabulous, so we appreciate it. So we thought we would end tonight with a classic Southern blues. Because Aaron really wants to get his rock and roll out, so we give him one. We give him one. And so I think it kind of sums us up.
Don't
At
start
least
talking
what
about
you
my,
like to play.
Don't
and
start
what
talking
I like to
about my rock and roll. Don't start. Come on. First concert I ever saw was front row. Van Halen. They were a little older at that point, but you know, it was still pretty awesome. Dave wasn't flying so high no more, but that's all right.
Oh, well. Good times. All right. Thank you all. I hope you enjoy this last tune.
Take it away.
I went down to St. James Infirmary, saw my baby there. He was stretched out on a long white table, so cold, so sweet, so fair. Let him go, God bless him. Wherever he may be, he can search this whole wide world over, but I'll never find another gal like me. When I die, bury me in red stilettos, in a sequin gown, in a feathered hat, put a $20 gold piece on my necklace, so the boys will know I died standing pat. Another gal like me. You'll never find another gal like me. You'll never find another gal like me. Thank you all so very much. We are a tale of two. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. Obviously, we can talk.
Two, check, 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 check. Hey, 1 2 1 2. Check 1, check 2, check 2. Check, check, check. Check 1, check 2. Hey, 2 2. Check 1. Yeah. You want me to do it? Yeah. Is this channel fader up? Is the main fader up? Are you seeing it on the meters on audition? Check 1, check 2. Hey, 2 2 2. Check, 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 check. Hey, 1 2 2 2 2 2 2. Yeah, but it's not coming out of the house. 2 2 2. Hey, 2 2 2. Check check check. Check 1. Check 2. Hey, 2 2.
Check, go. All right, let's roll cams. Connor, you want to roll my cam? That's on them. What? Roll. MB, roll. There you go. All right. Okay, we're good. Yep. We're like far away because there's stuff. There's stuff. But I love stuff. I love stuff. I can't have enough stuff. I've discovered that it's drummers.
Yes,
I've discovered that they're the divas.
Yes, that's why the drummer is suitcase.
Non-talkative.
Yeah, non-talkative.
This drummer here is not a diva. You ready, Connor? All right. So let me explain. I don't read bios. I don't do that thing. I base what I talk about when I do one of these, I base it on what I just saw for the last couple of hours and what I experienced through the camera. And so I think what my question, my first question to you would be, I don't know if I'm going to word this correctly, but I hope you kind of get what I'm going for here. When you're writing, now you're obviously writing to say something, but I also think what I heard tonight is that you're writing to save something, to save a style, to save a historic point musically. What you're doing here is, it's such a throwback to so many different things. Am I on the right track, sort of?
That warms my heart that you say that. And you know, I don't think it's something intentional. I think it's just, again, I'll speak for me and then speak for you. For me, that's literally the music I listen to. It's the films I watch. It's the books I read. It's, you know, generally my hair. I mean, you know, everything. It's just, it's not really, I've never really kind of been, since I've gotten older. I mean, obviously when we're teenagers, we all try to go in with whatever's going on, right? But when I finally kind of discovered me and what I like and what I do, and I mean, it's everything from like being a really pale person living in the South. I don't tan, I don't go in the sun, I don't do, you know, it's just kind of, I think you find what suits you, and you just kind of live around that world. And I am very nervous that so much music and everything's going to be lost, you know. And again, as an educator, I see a lot of students that come in, and you can tell the parents that have a plethora of music at home, because the very first thing I ask a student is, well, what are your influences? And when they start rattling off a bunch of stuff, I'm like, okay, you've grown up in an environment with a lot of music. And there's a lot of students that come in and they just name off, oh, I like Taylor Swift, I like whatever's current. And that scares me, because I feel like they haven't had that experience of vinyl, of not being pitch corrected, of not having a moment.
Right.
You know,
right.
And the whole point of making music is to have a moment. And to, if you mess up, what do you do in that moment? Because as we were speaking during the break, sometimes the mess ups are the most beautiful thing.
Oh, absolutely.
But you know, today's society, and today there are no mess ups. You can't have wrinkles on Instagram in your pictures. You can't have music that's not completely auto-tuned to death. You know, you can't. And I don't like living in that world. So for me, thank you for. I don't think it was an intentional thing. I think that's just what I live in and live around for myself.
Well, I think that, you know, intentional isn't really, that's not really the word that I was looking for. I think it's internal. I think it's from the heart.
Yeah.
And it really touches on what the whole mission of this place is to preserve and protect traditional American music.
Yeah.
We don't do a lot of, you know, what we do here is very specifically driven. It has to have some sort of a, it has to have a firm root in traditional American art. And it's not really just American. It's called American roots music. A lot of it comes from the Maritimes in Canada, or it comes from England, or it was folk music
or
that
the
was
Celts
brought here.
or whatever.
A lot of it was music that was brought here from Africa. A lot of people don't even understand that the banjo was an African instrument.
Yes. Yep.
You know, when you were talking earlier about working at the Ryman, one of my greatest moments in my 40+ years of being in this business was to interview Rhiannon Giddens and the Carolina Chocolate Drops backstage at the Ryman.
Wow.
And to interview them in that dressing room where 20 years ago, you wouldn't have been allowed in there.
That's right.
You wouldn't have even been invited in. And now I'm interviewing you in incredible space.
Yeah.
And what you were doing tonight, there were so many wow moments tonight. There were so many breathtaking moments.
Thank you.
I think this is really, really a special thing that you got going. It's a very, very special thing. I wish that more people that know this room would have been in here tonight, because this room should have been absolutely berserk tonight. And they would have been.
Yeah.
And the next time
we will
when
be
you
back.
come back, the next time, next year or the end of the year or later on, whenever, when you come back, this room will be berserk.
Yes.
Because these people will tell the world.
Thank you.
So-
Well, and it's interesting you bring up the Ryman. Back in the 90s, they almost tore it down.
Oh, I know.
So that's I think what we're both, kind of talking about in that, to imagine that the Ryman Auditorium might not be here today is unbelievable to me.
I think the thing about the business today that I don't like is a lot of like the popular music, they treat it like they've figured it out. There's no more room for creativity because there's less money in the music business, and now it's this formulaic songwriting, and every song on whatever country station sounds the same, and there's no room for creativity or risk taking. It's about this guaranteed amount of people will like this song, and that's it. And there's no progress in saying we figured it out. And like for us, we like to go backwards, but we still, we want to create some progress in that too. I think it's just about being creative, and just take the influences that you have and the music you love, and feeling like, I can write music that's passionate, that I'm passionate about, that I feel like I can make it with it. I can be successful with it, and whatever success means to your own self. But that's what's really lacking in a lot of media in general right now, is this risk taking.
A lot of the world in general
Yeah.
right now. It's not just the media. It's all kinds of things. It's all kinds of art. It's all.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
really
mean,
have
yeah,
to
film
kind of
and
really,
TV
it's
and
film and
yeah.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. And this was a breath of fresh air tonight. We'd had several discussions during the day today that not really a lot of information out there on what to expect. We fixed that tonight. We fixed that
Yes,
problem
thank you.
tonight. Because now there's a lot of things going to be out there where people will know how great this is. During the past couple of years, which were really tough, and I've had several conversations with several musicians since we reopened. Was there times where you thought, wow, this might not come back?
I was pretty much at my breaking point.
Yeah.
By like Christmas of 21, because the whole Omicron thing was starting, and I was just going, oh my God. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because we gig a lot in Nashville, and in terms of work, we were lucky to be in Tennessee in terms of work, because we were able to. They had music back in Nashville relatively early, but they were doing like real small bands, and they were having everybody kind of far away, but they were like, we want to try and get the music going. So they were kind of letting us work a little bit, and we were making some money on the side, but the touring thing wasn't happening at all. Venues at some point were booking, maybe they normally book a half a year out. They're booking 2 months out. Dates are getting canceled left and right. And I'm just going, oh, this is never going to happen. We put out our debut record in last September, and I'm going, I'm like, the last 2 years, I'm like, is this ever going to happen? And finally, I just feel like now it's like, okay, we get to experience this together for the first time. So.
And that's why I think, for what you're saying to us, this is, even though it's been out for a while, but we feel like it hasn't been out for a while because we've been shut down,
Right.
and especially, coming from you, because you've heard a lot of music and you've worked with a lot of people, and the fact that, you are excited about, what we're doing, especially, you know, when it was getting to the point where we didn't know if anything was going to happen again. It really brings it home that, yeah, it's again, perseverance. You got to keep going. You got to get up every day. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out what's going to make you get going that day and go for it.
Oh, for sure.
And, you know, even the venues, like back in Nashville, I've been in Nashville a long time now, and the whole thing is creating relationships. And there was a moment when I thought, I've created these relationships with venues that, you know, really help my monthly mortgage payment, you know, because that's what you do in town. And then it was like, are they gonna be there? Is all this work that I've done over this whole number of years, is it for nothing? Where do we go? What do we do? And you know, so I think from both sides of it, from the touring side, from the local side, just from everything, it was a very scary time, you know. And I'm really happy that, again, when you all come out to support live music, I mean, that it means something. It meant something before. But now it means something so much more because, you know, everyone kind of found their own, oh, I can just stay home and do this. I can just stay home and shop online. I can stay home and shop for groceries. I don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
And the fact that people want to come out and want to be a part of that says that there's still something magical about it.
Well, we have this unique kind of advantage when COVID hit. But what it showed me was the importance of being able to do this live. But when everything started to shut down, and it all shut down, simultaneously, and every musician in the world was going, "What's a live stream, and how do I do it?"
Yeah.
And we'd been doing it for 5 years here, and so we just kind of went right into the next thing, and we rolled right into live streaming. We didn't have an audience, but we still had bands, and we still had the staff, and you know, by the end of that first summer, end of that first fall, 20, man, it was like, nah. It's not the same. No. It's not the same. And I really missed it. And, you know, we opened up again in May of 21. And we opened soft, very few people. And then we just kind of rolled into it. But when Omicron came back, we were the first venue in this area, in the entire greater Boston area. We were the first venue to actually require vaccination before you could get in the door here. That was everybody. That was musicians. That was staff. That was patrons. And we stuck, and we're still that. We're still doing that. We're still there. And we did masks for a while, and then, you know, when things started to kind of loosen up a little bit, we dropped the mask mandate. I don't know what's coming up now. There's Massachusetts, New England is feeling it again. Pretty heavy.
Something's going on around.
There's something going on here.
I don't know. Yeah.
Something going on. I mean, our sound guy tonight, he doesn't know if he's got it, but he's sick at home, and so we're, you know, it's still there.
Right.
So, but
you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. Maybe I'm just I'm in denial. But there's always been something there. We've always had the flu. We've always had this. We've always had, you know, it's like, I don't know, for me, that whole year of kind of sitting at home, we always wish we had time.
Right.
And now suddenly I have time. I'm like, I don't want this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I want to be living life while I have an opportunity to live it. Because one day we won't have the opportunity, you know.
That's what was so scary about that whole last, like, year and a half, 2 years, was like, it's just hard to accept to push stuff back. Because you're like, wow, I could be gone tomorrow. And then it's like, you know. You know, I have learned the hard way the saying that behind every man is a stronger woman, because without Stephanie, I wouldn't have been able to hang around. So she just kept telling me, you just got to keep going. It's what it is. It's what the business is. You just got to keep going. So it was good. It was like a tough love. And I think the experience for me was, coming out of it was a positive in the sense that it's like, okay, I think I've gone through the worst, and you know.
God, let's hope. He just said that. So
no, I just mean, I just mean like in the whole scope of like an entire career, like, you know, people over whatever, You know what I mean?
I'm just kidding. But no, it's true. I mean, it's you just gotta, I think we stuck with it, And the thing, I don't know how you all dealt with COVID, but I had some friends. Oh, I learned a new language and I read 15 books and I did this. Great. We drank about 3 bottles of wine a day and
We
gained
gained a
20
lot of weight.
pounds and watched how many different TV shows.
Yeah, Mad Men was good, by the way.
Because it was just, for me, the creative spirit just left, and I hate that, because again, you want time, and here's time, but I'm like, well, where's it going?
Yeah, you want time, but you want time to do something that you can get some reward from at some point,
right?
While you're there doing it. Let's talk about the writing of this material a little bit. When you're writing, are you consciously channeling all of these influences, these past performances, these past performers, these past styles of music? You're writing something like Bonnie and Clyde. Are you thinking, you were talking about it a little bit on stage, but you're thinking that speakeasy kind of thing?
He came up with the whole guitar riff, and when he was doing that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that could be a car chase, And I said, keep going with that, and he came up with the melody, and he came up with that, and I had read a great biography called Go Down Together, and it was the story of Bonnie and Clyde, and the book was fascinating because it really did give their history of who they were and everything, and the line "gone but not forgotten," their story still. Well, that's on his grave. It says that, and Bonnie wrote this amazing poem on the run that was found, in one of the places where they just had to get out, and the poem was found, and just to kind of hear the story in her words and to know, okay, this is how we want to be remembered. And I think they did want to be remembered as this tough, gangster, we're taking life into our own hands, but you have to think, my God, they were in their early 20s. Were they?
Yeah, they were from an era though when those, basically cold-blooded killers were sort of canonized as
That's
heroes.
True. They were the Hollywood.
They were cold-blooded killers. They it's kind of like, we're seeing that right now with, I don't need to mention the former president's name, but we're kind of making people heroes that are really not good people.
That's true. That's very true. And so it's trying to figure out, at least for me in that story, it was really trying to get down, well, who were they? Because we see all these films about it, we see all this myth about it, this and this, but, at the end of the day, were they just people? Or like you said, did they set out to do something? Were they really evil? Did they not care? Did they care? We're never going to know, know? And then I add that, I think, with your music soundtrack of kind of where you came up with it.
Yeah, and I think when you write, especially as a storyteller, because we have a little bit of a folk angle, but when you try to write storyteller songs, I feel like, and this is something I've learned from you, even with vocal phrasing, is that everything has to, if you're going to do something, whether it's a guitar part, vocal, the way you phrase something, if you're going to harmonize, everything has to have a reason. And if you just write music and you're just doing something that is just has no purpose, then it's not going to resonate with people. And
it's an interesting take.
Yeah, you just got to think. We try to be really illustrative, and I wasn't like that until we started working together. Where if I'm playing a guitar part, like in that song about Bonnie and Clyde, and if you think to yourself, okay, that's like a car chase, well then let's go with that, and then let's create a story out of that, and let's create some imagery with the lyrics and the part underneath the lyrics being the guitar, and why are we doing all that collectively to write a song? Because if I'm just playing a G chord and strumming along, without doing that kind of chuck and train groove thing, then it's not going to have the same meaning behind it. So
you also made a statement tonight that caught my ear, and it's ringing in my ear right now, is when you said, I don't play an instrument. And I thought to myself, that voice?
Yeah, she's pretty
that
good.
Voice is one of the best instruments that's ever played on this stage.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that's an instrument, and we've had great singers in here, but that was off the chart tonight.
Thank you. And, I'm glad you say that because I am contradicting myself. That's the one thing I think, again, as an educator, because I work with vocalists. I say, as a singer, I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, as an instrumentalist.
I wouldn't dare.
That, we have to work twice as hard because there are a lot of singers that chick singer. They have this thing called chick singers, and a lot of times they're the female in a room full of guys, and they come in, and if they're like, hi, I want to sing, I don't know, I want to sing this song, I don't know, key. If they're acting like that, of course, that's not the reputation you want. So you've got to turn up. Here's my songs, here's my charts, here's my keys.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing.
This is what's going on. Here's your check. So do what I tell you to do, and then we're going to go home. So it's kind of like as the band leader, as the singer of the group, which is generally the band leader if it's your name.
Exactly.
It is trying to be as prepared as you can be, so that way hopefully you gain the respect of the instrumentalist. And then when everyone has that respect together, I feel like that's when music can really be made, as opposed to I'm just backing this person up, or you know how that goes. And to the more prepared you are, and the more, but there's a line. You can't be overly aggressive about it, but you can't be an airhead about it. You really kind of have to find that place of being real, I guess.
I don't want to give you all the credit tonight, because I got to tell you, Aaron's got a killer voice, and you're an absolute motherfucker of a guitar player.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tell him about the resonator when you kind of first picked that up.
Yeah, I wanted to be a shred rock guitar player my whole life. I wanted to have 12
the Van Halen.
Yeah, 12 foot hair and 100-watt, half stack amplifiers and pyrotechnics, but once I moved to Nashville, I kind of got submerged in the whole songwriting thing and realized, if I want to ever make something of myself as an artist, I'm going to have to I need to write good songs, or I need to try to write good songs. And I fell in love with the Resonator just for its, I hate to say I went in a direction because the genre is dead. I hate to say something like that, but, I just thought, rock isn't what it was now, and I want to take some of that inspiration, but I felt like in my personality of myself as well that I'm not that kind of person that's not really me. There's something a little bit maybe softer or something different that steers me in this direction, and that's when I discovered the Resonator, and I really started getting into slide guitar and discovering that, and we started.
A beast.
Well, thank you. And we started doing this project together. We did a few shows, and I realized, man, it'd be great on some of these songs. I want to write some really energetic, kind of pumping songs, with a rock twist to it, a little bit of energy. And I'm like, we really need a percussion bassist in this group. And I started looking online and digging around, and I finally found this guy in North Carolina that makes these drum suitcases. And I just looked at this thing and I said, what the hell is that? And I was like, this is awesome. So I picked this thing up, and I was terrible for about 2 to 3 weeks. It was a nightmare. We were rehearsing, and I'm sweating like crazy. This is never going to happen. This is ridiculous. I felt like, oh man, I'm in this one-man band thing. I feel like the guys that you see near Faneuil Hall, and these guys working for cash, doing all this one-man band crap. And I'm like, what is this? And then finally it just started to click with the songwriting. I'm like, how can I incorporate this with the songs? And I'm like, all right, we can make this work. And so it's been really fun. It's been a really fun way to incorporate more instead of just being, a folk thing and strumming along. It's just let's get more on stage and let's sound fuller and bigger and really capture the energy that we want to get in these songs.
You're actually the third suitcase kick drum that's played the extended play sessions.
Okay.
We have one. Well, this.
I didn't come up with it.
This is unique, right? This is unique because you're doing both the guitar and the. But we have Muddy Ruckus, who's a favorite here.
Cool.
They're a duo, from Maine. Guitars, and she plays a drum kit, but she plays a suitcase drum kit. Doesn't have a head though. It's just a suitcase. it's just an old plastic American tourister suitcase.
Cool.
With a bunch of stickers on the front, and so. And then there's another band. I don't know if you know them. They travel around a lot. They're called Him for Her.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're another one that does the suitcase.
Okay.
That does the suitcase. But this is unique. This is very unique. I haven't seen anything like this before. I love the tambourine, and the fact that you're playing them backwards, it's kind of like that, that Ginger Rogers thing. I did everything Fred Astaire could do, except I did it backwards and heels, right?
Right.
So,
And gracefully.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna brag on you for a minute because and I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying rock music isn't musical, because I think a lot of rock musicians have classical influence and everything. But I think through a lot of this project and stuff, like The Letter was your melody, Waiting Forever After was your melody. He's a very musical musician. So, and I think too that kind of allowing yourself to just not shred and play so many notes and be loud, gave you an opportunity with an acoustic guitar to kind of sit there and allow some of these more melodic moments to come out. And he's very,
the balance
very
of
melodic.
The conversation that takes place between the two of you, the balance is perfect. It's
The coolest thing I ever heard was when you were talking to a friend of ours in town, which I had never thought about music like this, which looking back seems so silly, but it's true, is that your friend Cliff, who said you play, your personality is how you play. So, and that, if you start to think about that, and if you're like friends with a lot of musicians and you know music and you start watching them, it really is the case. Somebody who might be really nervous all the time or like uncomfortable will play really kind of jagged and fast or whatever. And then people that have really smooth talking or have really mellow kind of persona, they play real like melodic and smooth and whatever. And it's true that it's really interesting how the physical performance of playing an instrument is captured in correlation to somebody's personality. It's a real thing. It seems really strange to think like that and like, oh, it's just such an artistic thing to say, but it's kind of real.
it rings true with drummers.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I mean, drummers are all,
Yeah.
they're all in that.
I was lucky to learn
in
about
that zone.
my melodic sense. I was really lucky. I was fortunate. I went to Berkeley down the street, and shout out to Berkeley. I got out of there in 3 years, so I could actually afford to live the rest of my life. And but I learned a lot about jazz music there, and I had great teachers that taught me about the importance of arrangement and melody and a lot of critical thinking of music, and it definitely taught me that there's more to music than just flash, that there's a lot of soul and personality even behind an academic perspective, that there's a reason why there's a reason to do something when you play music.
I think there's 10 or 11 Berkeley professors that play here, that have played here, that come here with different projects that they're working on, or we've had a couple of professors bring students.
That's great.
Here to get their first kind of experience with playing in front of a live stream or playing in front of, that kind of thing. But we have a lot of professors that come here. Guitar, Julian Casper.
Great.
I mean, he comes here often and does his new stuff.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
I mean, he's like seeing Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I have one other question, and that's, you going to come back?
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah.
Please. Well, I want you to know I'm buying a T-shirt before I leave.
She's the T-shirt queen. Everywhere we go, she's buying a T-shirt.
Not true. Only when I'm moved to do so, which might be often. But I literally walked in, and that's the first thing I said. I'm like, this place is so cool. And then we were setting up our merch table, and I looked up and I said, they have T-shirts. And I got very excited. So
we're gonna buy one of yours.
Well,
too,
I'm
so
gonna take you with me. Let's just do a trade.
Okay, we're good.
And I would absolutely love to come back. I think what you all have here is so special, and So I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you were telling me that you have been all around Americana Fest and different places when you were doing a lot of filming. How did you end up here? Is this where you're from?
No, I'm from New Jersey, actually. But I moved here in 1990. I was the regional director of promotion for Atlantic Records for the Northeast. And I moved to Boston in 1990, and I've been here ever since. And I lived in New Hampshire for a little while, and ended up down here. I think it was maybe 2010, and decided I was looking for a space because like I said, we had been doing this on the road, and I was tired of doing it on the road. So Maribeth and I have been partners for the last 12 or so years. And I looked for a space, and we found this little hole in the wall about 1.5 miles from here, and it was 900 square feet. This is 6,000 square feet. So it was 900 square feet. Our first show we did live was Royal Southern Brotherhood. They played in front of 21,000 people the night before they played in front of 45 people. And when we did the interview, I mean, we had Cyril Neville and Charlie Wooten and O'Teal and Devin Allman sitting on the stage, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of done with the interview. It was great, and Devin Allman says, man, I don't ever get to do anything this fucking cool. And he stayed there for 2 hours talking to people. 2 hours. And then the next night we had Band of Heathens. And it was out of control. I mean, it was like, whoa, what's going on here? But that's how it started. And then we sort of outgrew that place. Obviously, we outgrew that place the day we opened it. And we came here, and we only had half this room. We had that half. And then things happened, and we got this half, and it's been crazy ever since. Just nuts. We've got some, it's this kind of magic all the time. And this was magic tonight. It was real magic tonight. It's one of those moments that's not going to ever leave my head. This was a magical night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to give you, Stephanie, I'm going to give you the honor. You get to look way back there where that guy with the beard is standing. You could say him, and you get to say, Connor, roll the credits.
Connor, roll the credits.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.